using Microsoft Excel to calculate a table of values. The first step is to position your cursor in cell A1, and in that cell we want to write the equation for the quadratic function that we are making the table of values for. So we want to type y equals x. Now we want to the exponent, so we're going to hold the shift and hit the 6 key, and we will get the little hat or caret sign, 2 minus 4. Now we want 4 times x, so we're going to hit the star x, plus 3. That will be the equation that we are working with. Now we're going to move down to cell A3, and in this cell we want to type the x, and move over 1, and we want to type the y. And now we can move down. Now notice that they're at the left side. I want to move them to the right side of the box, so I'm going to highlight them and click on the right align. That just makes everything nice and neat and lined up. So now I'm going to enter in my random x values, my input independent variables. And from the example before, I knew that 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 were perfect for what we wanted to do. So I'm going to use those again. You can use any values that you wish. You try to get values on the left and the right of the vertex. Now I'm going to position my cursor in cell B4. I want to put in a formula there. We start a formula by equals. Now, we want the value of x, which is currently sitting in cell A4. I want that to be expressed to the degree 2, so I use the caret 2. And now I want to subtract 4 times, so 4 star, the A4 value. So I click back on A4, and now I want plus 3, so I'm going to click on plus 3. When I press enter, I notice the answer appears for me. Excel did the calculation using the instructions that I provided. Now I want to click back on B4, and notice at the bottom right corner of the cell there is a little wee box there. If I put my cursor on that box and drag it down, the formula that I put into cell B4 will copy down, and as it moves down to the next row, it will use the correct x value. So that's a neat little feature because now I have my table of value made. But is my graph correct? To do that, I want to make a graph. How do I do that? Step number 1, I click at A3, I highlight my data, I'm going to go and click on Insert, I'm going to click on Scatter under Charts, and I'm going to click on the top left Scatter. And there is my chart. I'm going to move it over, but notice that my dots aren't connected. So how do I now connect my dots? I click on Add Chart Element. I go down to Trend Line, over and down to More Trend Line Options, and a new menu has now appeared at the right side of my screen, and I am doing a polynomial graph, and since my exponent value is 2, I'm going to select Order 2. And once I do that, you notice that my line has joined my dots. Now, I can do one more neat little thing. If I scroll down, I can click in the box to the left of Display the equation on the chart. And you'll notice now on my chart, I'm going to move it over, is the equation which matches what I was given. And if I compare this graph to the one I manually made, I notice my values are indeed correct. So this is a neat and nifty way to make table of values for any function. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to save this file, save as. I'm going to put it to my computer. I'm going to put it to my desktop so I know where it is, and I'm going to call it Lesson 18, Sample 1, so I know where it is when I come to collect it. And now you're done. You know how to use Excel, which now improves your digital literacy